Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. And boy, have we got a good one for you today. Google quietly dropped a free marketing tool that every small business owner needs to know about. Anthropic just partnered with SpaceX to double their capacity. OpenAI is apparently building a phone now, and Anthropic's valuation just hit a number that's hard to wrap your head around. Hi, I'm Marcus Netto, and I spend most of my time helping small business owners figure out where AI is going to provide the biggest return on their time and money. If that sounds useful, hit subscribe. We have 4 stories today, and 3 of them have a direct line to how you run your business. The first is Google Pomelli. I'm not actually sure on that pronunciation, so don't kill me on that one. But this might be one of the most useful things I've talked about in a while. It's a free AI marketing tool from Google Labs, and it does something that used to cost money. It builds your social media campaigns for you. Now, here's how it works. You point it at your website, it learns your brand, your colors, your tone, your style, and then it generates campaign ideas and creates the actual assets to go with them. Social posts, product photos, short videos, all of it matched to your brand and all of it ready to publish. Now, say you run a bakery. You could take a photo of your new seasonal menu with your phone, upload it to Pomelli, and get back a set of polished Instagram posts with lifestyle quality images of your food. No photographer, no graphic designer, no $500 Canva subscription with templates you never use. They just added a feature called Catalog that lets you sync your entire product list in one pass. So if you're a retailer with 200 products, you don't have to do this one at a time. You hand it your catalog page and it generates brand consistent shots and ad creatives for the whole batch. And they've got an animate feature powered by Google's video AI that turns your static marketing images into short branded videos with one click. 9:16 format, ready for reels or shorts. Now, here's the part that got my attention. It's free during the public beta. There's no cost. It just rolled out in Europe this week after launching in the US back in October, but I hadn't seen it. So chances are you probably haven't either. Now, if you're a small business owner spending any time at all making social content, go to labs.google.com/Pomelli and try it. I'm serious. It's pretty cool. Okay, now let's talk about something I didn't have on my bingo card. Anthropic, the company behind Claude, just signed a deal with SpaceX to use all of the compute capacity at their Colossus 1 data center. That's over 220,000 GPUs and more than 300 megawatts of power. Now, why does that matter to us? Because the number one complaint from people using Claude, myself included, has been hitting rate limits. You're in the middle of doing a project and you're in the flow and you get a message telling you to slow down. You're about to reach your rate limit. Well, that's done. They've doubled the rate limits for Claude across every paid plan, and they've raised the limits on the Claude API too. Now, if you've been using Claude for anything in your business, you're going to notice the difference. More capacity means you can do more work before getting throttled, which means you can actually rely on it for the heavy stuff. Anthropic also announced that they're interested in working with SpaceX on orbital data centers. Data centers in space. The fact that that is a real conversation that is taking place. Anyway, speaking of where things are headed, we have a little more info on the phone that OpenAI is building. They're targeting a delivery date in the first half of 2027. Now, the projections are somewhere around 30 million units shipped in the first 2 years, which is decent. Now, I don't think most of us are going to be throwing our iPhones away tomorrow, but like we discussed last week, what's interesting here is the idea behind it. Every phone you've ever used was built around apps. You tap an icon, open an app, do a thing, close it, open another one. What OpenAI is betting on is a phone where the AI is the interface. You talk to it, you tell it what you need, and it figures out which apps and services to use. Now, for a small business owner, imagine telling your phone, reschedule my 2 o'clock, order more paper towels from our supplier, and draft a follow-up email to the client I met with this morning. And having it actually do all 3. That's the pitch. Now, whether OpenAI can pull it off is a different question, but they are putting serious money behind the hardware. Now, one more thing before I go. Anthropic's implied pre-IPO valuation just hit $1.2 trillion. That's up 900% since October. Now, to put that in perspective, if they went public at that number, they'd be the 11th most valuable public company in the world. Bigger than Walmart, bigger than JP Morgan, bigger than Visa. The tools landing in our hands right now are incredible. Things like Pomelli or Claude with double the capacity. These companies are spending hundreds of billions of dollars on AI infrastructure to build picks and shovels. And we're the ones that get to use them. What will you build? Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I hope you got something out of this. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help out a lot. Till tomorrow, ciao.